Hello, welcome back, darlings. It's been ages since the last video, so please forgive me. I'll make it up to you though, I promise, starting with this one for our Rubius Hagrid doll. Recently I made him a Dungaree, which he can use when he wants to do some gardening, maybe woodworking, or maybe even just for strolling. Up to him, really, right? So please join me for the next 3 videos as I show you how I crafted this little piece for our Hagrid doll. And here's Hagrid at my crafting table, wearing the same piece right after I finished it. It has a front bib pocket, 2 side pockets, and 2 more pockets at the back. All 5 pockets are functional. As always, I just use basic sewing tools. I use this 6mm button and the eye part of a hook and eye closure set. Of course, you can use doll dungaree buckles available online. For the fabric, I recommend something like this, made of woven light cotton. Use woven, not stretchy, you guys. And this one may look like denim, but it isn't really. The real denim might be too thick for this project. I used a water-soluble fabric pen when I traced the pattern pieces. All in all, we will need 4 pant pieces, 7 pocket pieces, 2 bib pieces, a waistband, and the straps. When tracing and using my recommended no seam allowance pattern pieces, always be mindful that you are adding seam allowance later. That's why I mark my seam allowance points there on the fabric. I will show you everything later once they're cut. Now let's cut the fabric pieces. I'm adding about 7mm or a little over 1/4 of an inch seam allowance at the edges of my traced patterns. Those of you who like to use patterns with built-in seam allowance won't need any more adding. Oh, and let me just quickly show you this doll clothes hamper. Isn't it just cute? So here are our cut fabric pieces. These are the 4 side pocket pieces. And here are our 2 front pant pieces with their slant pocket edges. And here are our 2 back pant pieces. 4 altogether to make the pants. Then our back pocket pieces. Our front bib pocket and the front and back bibs. And for making our waistband and straps, I recommend you prepare a strip of fabric 3 cm wide or about 1.5 inch wide. Just prepare something as long as maybe about 50 centimeters or 20 inches, as we will also need some more for our bib straps later. Now let's grab our front pant panel and a pocket piece that will align like how I show you in the video. Both pieces should face each other's right sides. And then let's pin base to prepare for stitching. And now let's do the other side too. Alright, let's sew the pocket openings. And here you go. Let's then trim off those extra seam allowance. And up next, we will be top stitching the pocket openings. We are doing this to strengthen the seams of our pocket openings. Now I'm grabbing some needle and threads so that I can first do my stitch basting. And all right, let's top stitch. And once done, let's remove the stitch basting. And here we go. Now up next, we will be joining together the front panel, the pocket pieces, and the back panel at the out seams. Wow, Peter Parker picked a pack of pickled pepper. Sorry, can't help it. But before we do that, we have to make sure that the end seam points are aligned. I'm going to have to need the help of my trusty pins for temporary basting. Let's start pin basting at the top, then next at the bottom hem. And then from the bottom hem, we pin our way up back to the top. Make sure your seams are aligned, darlings. Now let's do the other side too. Now that we are ready, let's permanently stitch the out seams. Up next, we are to secure and close the pocket bags. Let's align the seam points first by temporarily pin basting. And then let's stitch. Here we go. We can put stuff inside those pockets now. And then our next step is to simply keep together the pockets at the waistband area to keep alignment for later. Pin base to secure. And of course stitch. Now that we're done with our pant side pockets, let's attach our back pockets next. Firstly, I'm going to have to hem each pocket all around so that we avoid fraying on the inside of the pockets. Let me grab my trusty needle and thread to stitch base the folds. This ruler is super handy when you want the fold to be precise. Up next, we will run stitches to secure the back pocket hems. But let me mark a few more lines first. For now, my back pockets are rectangular, but you can do any shape you want really. When I sew a version for females in the future, I might create a trapezoidal shape, maybe hexagonal, or even heart-shaped ones. Who knows? And now our hems are stitched to secure. Let me again make marks, this time for my top stitching to be done together with the back panel. Let's grab some needle and thread and again, stitch base the pocket to the pants. And it's ready for the final top stitching. Once that's done, let's remove the stitch bastings carefully. And here we go, ready to be filled with more knickknacks, I guess. And of course, do the other back pocket too, okay? And for our final step in this first session, let's top stitch the out seams of our pants. And after cleaning up all the extra threads coming out, yeah, we have just completed the first part of this series. Thank you for being with me, and please check out the next video to continue making this dungaree for our Hagrid doll. See ya!